Cali to Singapore. Every day I'm seeing more in the temple as we rock up tempo instrumentals. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together. Now we one time. So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system. Let's turn it up, a little louder, turn it up, a little louder, turn it up.
The weather this time of year in the South, perfect. Fall football weather, and we've got the roof wide open here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in the heart of Georgia. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Atlanta Falcons. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And right away, they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they were very strong last week in the win over Carolina.
There's a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
3 and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Throwing Jones. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. They convert on 3rd with a gain of 22. Now Jones. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. On first down, right back to Gibson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 and the 34.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good, and this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to play early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
And because they couldn't hit the long field goal, they are set up nicely offensively at the 41, 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Wide open receiver complete. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
Yellow, zoom. 49, guys. Mike, 49. Green Jack. All day, defense. 10 seconds. Touch.
He'll look to throw. And Ingram holds it in. Touchdown, Falcons. Evan Ingram, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Atlanta's and here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film. Just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
60 red. 60 red.
They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Taylor Rapp with a pick. And the Chargers are going to have it here at their own 15.
And the tough thing is when he goes back and reviews the film, he'll see that he already escaped the pocket. He could have gotten more himself by using his legs, and that might have been the better choice there instead of challenging the zone. A miscalculation on his part, and he pays for it with the interception.
Here's Gibson to start the drive. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Jabril Cox there on the tackle.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. And some room to roam now. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Charger football to start quarter number 2. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. They'll go again with Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Straight ahead, Gibson. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the catch made, it's Tyler Boyd. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 38-yard line. Jones now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Hill. And they're going to move it down to inside the 25. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Jones escaping the pressure right. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we've seen quarterbacks get away with throwing the ball on the run, no doubt. But this, Charles, I think you'd agree, not the best of throws.
And listen, you're not always going to have a clean pocket to step up with the proper mechanics and deliver the football. I mean, that's a given. But you also have to understand your limits and know what you can get away with and what you can't when you're trying to make a throw like that.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And give him 10 that time as he was able to gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd down, here's Cannon. And he's got room. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, 1st down Falcons. Looking to throw. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
A tough adjustment to the NFL throughout his rookie season, and his problem with turnovers is only exacerbated by his early showing today. That's a couple for him here in this first half, and he's cleared the double-digit mark for the entire season.
A give up the middle to Gibson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. That's complete to the tight end, Everett. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. Back to throw. Jones to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Here's Gibson on the read option. And he gets it a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Jones. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Russell Gage, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from evening this one up. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Falcons. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Falcons have taken the lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here's Jones, throwing to start the drive. He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back to throw. Jones. He gets this one to Boyd. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And this all incomplete. He tried to check it down to his running back and nearly had the ball picked. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Oh, Jones has just thrown his 3rd interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Falcons are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. 3 first-half interceptions now, and Charles, you'd have to think a fair amount of concern is developing over there on that sideline.
And there should be, because essentially he's been a little loose and possibly reckless with the football here in the first half. Now, maybe it's not all on him, but still 3 interceptions. That puts the entire team in jeopardy. So the play caller from here on out got to design some throws for him that he can complete, keep it away from the defense. And
this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jamison Williams, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 21-7. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least 1 practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jones. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones to throw on 3rd down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings this one all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Traditionally, as a defense, your #1 job, stop the run. But in today's football, it's impacting the opposing quarterback. Make him uncomfortable. And so far, they've not been able to do that.
Not at all. He's been really comfortable in the pocket. 3 touchdown passes already.
So that could be an important first sack if they do want to turn things around.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Ready, yellow, 43.
In your face.
They'll throw now on the final play. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Anthony Schwartz, as time expires in the first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead on the final play of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise too.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. From the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. But they got to be thrilled with how they've operated so far in this one. They've got the nice lead, and now a chance to score here on 3 straight possessions.
Yeah, and the way that they are rolling, I just don't know how they get slowed down because they certainly are operating at peak efficiency right now. They might want to think about getting some of their backups a little bit of work done. Let some other guys get on the field and do their thing and save some of this for the next time out.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second half blowout material. They'll drop to throw. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons. Anthony Schwartz, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Charger drive about to get going. The CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Now a dump off here complete. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
There's a nice pickup right there. And after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Operating from the gun, Jones. Over the middle, complete. That's Boyd. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. On the draw, it's Gibson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
Jones throwing on 4th down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. And now off off to the races down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. He's dropped at the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. Well, we just saw shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now Jones just going to bat this forward on the jet sweep. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Back to throw again. And now here is another interception. It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And now the rookie's free. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball. And it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll run with Gibson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Jones now on 1st and 10. Jones hit and the ball's out. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Meanwhile, Jones' throw here into the hands of Boyd. Here's Jones on third down.
Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Jones.
Back to Gibson and another catch for him. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So they need 6 yards here on third down. They're 2 for 2 on third down tries so far on this drive. And my goodness, another interception.
It's Bubba Bolden who picks it. And the Falcons are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. Another great play defensively. They've been sharp on both sides of the ball, Charles, but that interception means that this defense very well keep them down to single digits on the scoreboard in this game.
And that's certainly something to smile about, isn't it, partner, if you're on defense? Because
and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He's airing it out for Williams.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
Well, their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Amazing. Perfectly placed. If that ball goes 1 extra yard, maybe not even an extra yard, the starting point is the 20.
So there is a reason that a lot of punters are also excellent golfers. They know distance control. You know what else they have? Same groove motion over and over. Once they have that down, it repeats under pressure.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this 1st down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
A 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
You know, we might start getting some props here in the booth. You know, that one that says the D and then the fence that you put up next to it. How about that? They brought out the jumbo package and still couldn't move them off the line.
And from their own end zone, it's a fake.
There are times to run that fake, and there are times to not run it, and this, without question, would fall in the latter category.
Well, I don't know about without question, partner. I think we should look at the analytics on this one because, oh, yeah, the analytics say, yeah, without question. You should have gone ahead and punted the football because now, not only did you not get it, and you really had no chance to, what a short field that you turned the ball over to the other offense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And this is incomplete.
But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
And I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. Now, he wasn't really big on that. He was big on going ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down. So they'll run the option right. And he's not going to get there. They tackle him at the 2. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Chargers hold tight down near the goal line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this up to about the 7 or 8 yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. On 2nd down and 4. Jones got a man. It's Gibson complete. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
5 men in the secondary now for the Falcons on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Jones. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter.
Tighten up. Real green. Check 50.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Well, this has been another impressive display by this undefeated team, Charles, and it looks like they're going to stay that way after this one.
Yeah, one of the league's best offenses. They've stayed on brand in this contest because they continue to look good at what they do. Just added a late touchdown. Now they're really hammering home just how good they've been all year long, letting the rest of the league take notice.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Now Jones throwing on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
They lead big, and a major part of that is no points allowed since the break.
And penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact, the ball well downfield. One final shot. They'll look to throw.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
And it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, fans usually love to see scoring, and there was no shortage of it today. What a dominant showing from an offense that was truly playing at an elite level in this contest.
Partner, this game was over a long time ago. And you noticed they did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone on that offense, and they took advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone in their film session.
So for the Falcons, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Santa Clara to take on the 49ers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame can do to you. Although I'm truly a renaissance starter, my mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father, but why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem.
Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need ministers, I'm a men in them. Enemies, I'm the enema. I'ma on them just like my keys, drop my on the dinner work. My thoughts I keep confidential, it's consequential. Philosophies unidentical, I'm not in the my Siamese brother Benjamin. That's how I stick to him, these diamond B's, all BBs. I call them biblical, skating underneath the bridge. Stay hustling as it is, make money, feed the kids. Ain't nothing in the fridge, wake up, repeat the sins. I need a 10, stay muddy to the lid, 800, eat it.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Never lied in my rhymes, you can go ask Jennifer, that's my mom's name. I create and find change, my mind frame ensures that forever I'll reign.
You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, yeah, I jump out the booth, then I might hop through the roof. Count all the rings, my team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot, and all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here revealing, cause I really get it, and I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating, you know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move, been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose, you like the top or you just like to lose. I just scraped it off the top, cut it off the road, off the curve, off the block. I was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that pain, but it meant a lot. Whenever she calls, know what I gotta do. I'm moving with a tool, I paid it out the book.
Tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the